it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. To the air, it's Henderson. Going for a big play right off the bat. Got it in stride at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got it! They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45, on its way. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Winston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback adapting. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Doors. Extra point here will tie the game.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Prime. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd down play in between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And it's gone. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the foot.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate. Because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Commodores headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense wants to bring the heat. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Wicks. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Handoff to the single running back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Winston. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Hurtado. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Calls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's starts this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
Music, no. Here we go.
Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got it.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pride. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks are facing third and inches. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Commodores are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Third down, red zone play, well alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Flips it out in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Commodores will hustle to the line. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Extending the play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Hurtado. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give on the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Commodores! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On the run from inside. And he pulls it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Wants to throw on first down. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Prime. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. To the ground with the back. There he goes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
There's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Doors. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's as if you're in golf in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brings it to the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working good.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give and tick, 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 tick. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here. this offense will try to milk the clock. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. They've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Winston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.